Okay, so I thought I would do my story of my ex now. So, this is gonna sound real cliche and everything, but I fell in love at the age of 14 years old with, we're gonna call him Jay, with Jay, and I was a freshman and he was a junior in high school, and me and Jay got together and we were together for like almost a year, and he cheated on me, so we broke up. Now, the reason I have learned so much because of Jay and grown so much because of Jay is because me and Jay's story doesn't end right there. Our story continues to us kind of getting back together the following year. Then he graduated and he moved to Kentucky for college. And throughout the time that he moved to Kentucky, he would come and visit. And even though like he had a million and one other people to visit, he would always come and visit me first. And I felt special, like I didn't know how insignificant that was. Like I felt really special all the time because he was always coming to see me, and he was still, like getting me stuff and spoiling me. So I thought I was still, you know, irrelevant. And then he moved back to Florida, and by that time it was 2012. I was graduating and I was moving away. I moved to Pensacola. So when I moved, like every time that we moved or whatever, we always kept in contact still. So we were still talking in Pensacola, like he talked to me a lot because I was going through a lot of emotional things. He talked to me a lot. And one day he up and called me his girlfriend again. And I don't know if I had heard him wrong or whatever, but I was like, what? And so the next day I texted him, I was like, so I'm your girlfriend now? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. So, we kind of got back together, and then I spent a year in Pensacola, and I came back to where I'm from, down South Florida, and I stayed home for about 3, 4 months, and then I moved in with him, and we got our we progressed our lives together and everything like that, and then by this time I'm 19. So yeah, we went from 14 to 19. Um, so we moved in together, we got our life together, we got a car, so we were just chilling. We were vibing, we were living with his stepbrother and everything like that. And then, um, yeah, the situation with the house, the apartment didn't work out the way it should have. So that X'd out pretty quickly, and then I'm back to living with my, no, I went to live with a friend, and we were still, seeing each other and everything. It was harder. Then I went to live with my grandmother, and it was, it was a little easier, but it was just really hard for us to, like, see each other and communicate and everything like that. And, then we broke up again, and then we got back together, and then we broke up again, and then we got back together, and then we broke up again. It was really weird. Like, we did a lot of breaking up and making up, and then finally, like, we did break up, and it was really big and dramatic, and I cried, and it was just really, really bad. And then he got another girlfriend, and for some reason I thought I could, and this is present time now, so we're in the present. I'm 20, I'm gonna be 21 in September. Um, so for some reason I thought I could still be relevant, but now I'm learning that I just had to let go. Like, I'm always gonna love this person. Always, 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 always going to love this person. August 28th, 2008 is always forever gonna have a special place in my heart, no matter where our journeys take us, because it was the one day that honestly really changed my life and put me through a spiral of events that I probably would have never gone through. One, if I never would have met him. Two, I probably wouldn't have grown into the 21-year-old woman that has so many dreams, so many aspirations. Now, even though I've been through so much and everything, not even just with him, I've been through so much, period, that he really does, even though we're so toxic for each other, I learned that we are so toxic for each other, but even though we're so toxic for each other, even though we are very, just at each other's throats a lot, the times where we're not, and the times where we are genuinely friends, because we were genuinely friends before we even got into a relationship, and before, like, things got weird and crazy, and I guess we grew up, I don't know, but before things went left, we really did have good times. He makes me a better person, and the fact that he's constantly pushing me, he's always letting me know that I can be so much more, that when I doubt myself of getting a promotion or getting the job or doing this or getting this position, that position, he's always telling me, you got it, you got this, you got this. Like, he's always that one encouraging person. So I've learned a lot from him. He really has made me a better person. He's made me smarter. He's made me, look at things a lot differently. Would I change talking to him when I was a freshman? No. He's still probably one of the most important people in my life to this day. To this day. And I say that not being naive, not still thinking that I have his heart, but knowing him as my genuine friend. He still is a very important person in my life, and I would not change any event. Any event. Would I take him back? And from the first time, I'm not going to lie, I probably would make that mistake twice and take him back. Because at the time, and even looking back on it now, reflecting on it, it just looks so promising, because he really is a good guy. Like, he has so many good attributes that it's so hard for me to be mad at him. And he just knows how to get under my skin, and he knows me so well, and he pays attention to just every little detail that can make me mad or sad or smile or whatever. It's crazy. But that's my story of my ex. And it's so weird because the story is still going on. It's like a never-ending saga. It's like the Twilight that just don't stop. But it's crazy how it spanned. It spanned from the age of 14 to I'm gonna be 21 now. So I mean, that's my story. It's crazy. It's messed up, and it just has. There's so many different plot twists and twists and turns that I'm not really comfortable, putting it all out there, but just know that a lot happens when you move in with a person. Life gets real different. That's all I'm gonna say. It get real different. So be careful who you move in with. Make sure that you know them. Don't do it on a whim. Because that's what I did. I sure did. Left my house on one day. Started my day and moved in. So you just don't do it on a whim. Make sure you know who you're moving in with. Make sure you know what you're getting into. because there's a lot I didn't know, and it was really hard. It was very, very hard. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna sign off because about it's not too far from 11 o'clock at night, and I'm kind of tired. So night night, guys, or good morning, depending on where you're watching this from. Yeah.